go. Come on, something. Come on. Ah! Swing and a miss.
There's a lot of fun.
Don't throw it wide.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
Unbelievable.
It was not long ago that these two foes met under the bright lights of prime time. Then, a AAA World Series berth was at stake. Now, both teams are just looking to think about a playoff appearance. Our first competitors saw themselves inches away from AAA's promised land for back-to-back seasons, falling just short while showing they have the skills to take things up to the big leagues and succeed at the next level. Opposite them, the AAA's runner-up who was on the wrong end of a sweep. Now, with the season's fortunes looking quite well done. Our hero aims to play the spoiler and bring some good fortunes into the next campaign. It's Chronic Lies and the Femme Fatales heading into battle with Eduardo and the Sirloins. Welcome to XBL Match of the Week.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another production of the Cross-Platform Baseball League. This time it is the XBL Match of the Week on your Sunday night. My name is Weaver for Prez, and I'm joined here in the booth by my good friend Oxbox. How are you, sir? How are you doing tonight?
What up, please? Say good to be here, man. I'm excited to cast the match of the week matchup for you guys.
Absolutely. And we have a good one on tap for you tonight. It's Chronic Lies and his Femme Fatales versus This Is Eduardo and his trusty Sirloins. These are playoff rivals of old in the AAA, facing off last season in the XBL AAA semifinals. They both got the call up this season to the show, to the 90 Eagle Ran XBL, and they've both struggled. I would say Eduardo a little bit more, or quite a bit more than Chronic. Eduardo basically out of the playoff picture, but Chronic, he's got his chance, and he's got a big chance to show us something tonight.
Yeah, as you see in the keys to the game, it's Chronic's still got a chance, and it's a big rematch of that season 12 AAA playoff semifinal rematch, which we saw Chronic guys, like Urban said, he got there 2 seasons in a row, got to the semifinals. Actually got to the finals 2 seasons ago, and then Eduardo got him last season. So Chronic is looking to get some revenge here in the XBL on prime time,
Yeah,
and
and
also keep his playoff life, hopes alive.
exactly. He's just on the outside looking in. Remember, the top 12 teams make it to the playoffs in the XBL. He right now sits just outside of that bracket. He's at 5 wins. If he can increase it to 7 tonight, it would go a long, long way. And against the last place player, Eduardo, if you want to make the playoffs, you got to take care of business against the teams that are down there at the bottom. Now, for Eduardo, like you said, it's all about their past. He's got a lot to prove tonight, and he could really play spoiler tonight. He has it in him.
Hey, if Eduardo's good at doing anything, he's good at spoiling. And our good friend Dark Raider, he's looking on closely in this matchup, I'm sure, because this is an absolute must sweep for Chronic Eyes, which, Chronic can do it. But Eduardo, Eduardo's going to be grinding every AB to play spoiler. So we got a good one here, Weaves.
We certainly do, and we will waste no more time. We're going to let the players know that it is time to kick off this 2-game series between Chronic Lies and This Is Eduardo. Don't go anywhere, folks. Baseball's right around the corner. The Bingata Bowl is the home of the Sirloins. It'll be the site of game number 1, hosting Chronic Lies and his Femme Fatales. 2 balanced team orientations. Looks like Chronic favoring a little bit more towards rotation and power. It'll be Eduardo throwing the first pitch with Manny Benuelos. 4-pitch mix. And we're underway.
Yeah, Manny Benuelos, a.k.a. Manny K's of the Sirloins.
Yeah, same player model and everything, just different name, different last name. Pitching to the tune of a 5.94 ERA thus far. It's been a rough go for Eduardo. Here's Kyla Williamson. Foul ball. Hammers it up the middle. Beautiful single on the power swing for Chronic Lies to kick this game off.
Yeah, the full count knock there. Star of the AAA playoffs for 2 straight seasons.
Curveball in there, swinging through it was Evelyn Wiggs, fouled it away. 2 quick strikes. Good arm behind the plate. Strike 3. The fastball below the zone. Just wasn't looking for it. So here's Zoe Toblum. Pitch inside, fouled away. 301 batting average on the season for this powerful 3-hole hitter, the catcher. But it's hit hard on the ground. Wiggins, Cook. It's a double play. So despite the leadoff single, nothing comes to pass. Good pitching from Eduardo. Hammerlung ball to lead off.
Yeah, Eddie doing what he does and just attacking the strike zone, and gives up the leadoff hit, but then immediately gets a K and a double play ball as Hammer's first pitch swinging makes the out.
Yeah, she's going to go down on one, or rather, he's going to go down on 1 pitch. Costanza is the next batter, formerly Cat Stanza, first baseman. Swings, sends it foul. Maltine Salas is the pitcher, brushing off Stanza.
Yeah, we'll see an all-female team from Chronic Lies. Eduardo's got a carbon copy of the Sirloins. He's just might have a first name or two mixed around with, Boomer Cartone is slightly different, I think, as well.
High fastball past the bat of Preston Adonimus. Chopped lightly, barehanded by Williamson, no problem. And it's a 1-2-3 inning for Chronic Lies. Like you said, the all-female team on display, fitting the Femme Fatale's name.
I think the big factor, Weaves, is going to be which guy can get on the board first. We both know how hard it is. When it seems like it's a pitcher's duel, it's much harder to play from behind in those pitcher's duels.
Hammered over the glove of the leaping first baseman down the line. Played very well by Eduardo, so it'll go as a single. Those are those Bingata dimensions, Ox.
Yeah, Dwayne knows all about the bowl, but Eduardo choosing, Bingata's a big stadium, but down the lines it's a bit tricky. It's a little shallow and can definitely carry him off the walls sharply, but Eddie played it nicely.
Here's Gina Torrens of Beewolves fame. Hammers it up the middle. A great start for Chronic Lies. First 2 are aboard.
Yeah, great start to a second inning here, and let's see if Chronic can somehow find a way to mark first on the scoreboard.
2 on, nobody out. Tatum Holland, the center fielder, hitting .323 on this season. Benuelos in trouble. Strike 1, backdoor cut piece, finds the zone. Goes with another curveball. That high curve is something Eduardo likes to lean on. There's a low fastball chopped to the right side. Could be 2. They're going to get the out at second. Center fielder running. She's got enough speed. She makes it for the fielder's choice. They're at the corners.
Here's the big chance. Is he going to be able to get that runner in from third base with less than 2 outs? Eduardo is a double play ball from escaping.
Good strike.
Double play ball away.
Fastball moving for Bertha Banks. Fouls that one off. So a 1-2 count. Goes after the low fastball, but puts it up the middle. 1-0 Femme Fatales, trying to go first to third. And a bit of hesitation from the center fielder is going to grant him that base. Everybody moves.
That's a big break for Chronic Lies. Eddie got the chase that he wanted, got the ground ball that he wanted, but it went right up the middle, and that one's going to be in the gap.
To the gap and to the wall. 2-0. It's going to be 3-0 as the trail runner comes in. It's a double, and the Femme Fatales lead it 3-0 early.
Yeah, and that's just what I was talking about, Weaver. Big start to the game here for Chronic Lies. He gets the 3-0 start. Still cooking here in this inning as well, but that's going to be a big deficit for the Sirloins to overcome.
Offense has not been easy to find for the Sirloins here in Season 13. That's going to be good changeup low and into full Chronic. But back to the top of the order, here's the ever-dangerous Williamson. 5 home runs on the season. Hammers it to dead center, but just not enough mustard on it to get it anywhere meaningful. So Damian Rush makes the play. But it's a 3-run inning, a very successful inning for the Femme Fatales.
Yeah, huge start to the game for the Fatales, like you said. And We had a little bit of a player switch issue there as the center fielder dives. I'm sure Chronic Lives was trying to dive with the shortstop there.
Yeah, lives to talk about it though. Center fielder recovers in time. That was Holland out there. Recovers in time to corral that and keep batter at first base. 2 quick strikes on Boomer Carton. Swing and a miss. Change up way outside. Just waved at it. Out number 1.
One thing Eduardo's really good at doing is punching back when he gets punched. You know, even if he can just mark 1 run right here, that'd be a good answer to the big start from Chronic Lives as he lines one to Williamson at short.
Yeah, better swing there. Got plenty of exit velocity on it, but right to the shortstop. Runner goes. Eduardo putting something in motion. Takes ball 1 and has a stolen base. Does activate RBI dud for Willard Wiggins, but the runner in scoring position just a little bit more important. Hesitation. Went for the tag, didn't get it, and by the time he went to first, there was no time. Everybody's safe.
Yeah, you can't just assume you're going to be able to make the tag on that play, but Eduardo swinging first pitch here, nothing's going to come of that. That was a bit of a tricky play, Weaves. You can't, can't sleep on Eduardo. You got to just throw the ball to first there and make the third out.
Gets out of it. Couple mistakes in that inning by the defenders, but no damage.
But I mean, how many guys in that situation would have even thought to make the guy on second, not run into a tag there? That's good baseball heads up play.
Right. Quick out on the previous hitter. Now first pitch swinging is Toblum, and she's going to find herself a single up the middle. So with that said, the cleanup hitter Carmel Anger, she's having a wonderful season so far. 1 for 1 in this game. Takes ball 1. Had that single down the line off the face of Benuelos. Does she beat it out at first? She does. Disastrous for Eduardo, but you know what? I almost think he might prefer this.
Yeah, I would still be shocked to see Eduardo go to the pin here. Just 42 pitches in. He does have a few low. Oh, he does. He's going to go to Linus Digby. I mean, he's barely got much more velo than Manny would have. But yeah, we saw Carmel Anger take her anger out on Manny's face.
2 strikes on Gina Torrens, looking to capitalize on that big turn of events. Cook does not go for a tag or a flip on that runner headed to second, so they'll be in scoring position. 2 of them will be. But first pitch swinging is Chronic. Cook got him at first. So the damage avoided. Not in the case of Manny Benuelos, though. He is out of the game with that head injury.
Wow. The pitcher leading off here in the third. I'm really surprised Eduardo lifted the starter.
I am too. I thought for sure he'd leave him in at least to test the waters. But he's into the pen early with Linus Digby. Trying to flip it to the left side. Caught by Banks. Back to the top of the order. Hammerlong Ballo hitting 197 on the season. Does have a couple homers. Way early on the change piece. Dribbled in front of the plate. There's Toblum. 2 down. 2 outs now. Costanza, she swings early. And then late. Trying to finish him in 3, but she's going to bloop it up the middle. Great piece of defensive hitting from Eduardo. Earns himself a 2-out knock. Preston Adonimus now. A forkball coming in from Chronic. It was off the plate, but it enticed Eduardo. And making the catch over her head is Gina Torrens to end the inning. So now 7, 8, and 9 due up for the Femme Fatales, looking to keep piling it on. They've been in control of the game so far, but still very early.
Yeah, always looking to add. And Chronic, oh wow. Costanza should have made that play, but Chronic's going to get another leadoff base runner here.
Yeah, I said 46% odds to drop the ball, so essentially a coin flip. Tough odds there for Eduardo. Now trying to go up the middle. That one's booted as well. Could have had an out at 2 if he comes up with it, but instead 2 are on. Nobody's out. The Pitcher spot
defense
up.
really letting him down here. We'll see if we see a bunt here, Weaves. What do you think?
I was gonna say I think this is a bunt situation. See if he
This
does
is
it first pitch.
textbook bunt situation if there ever was one, but a lot of guys still don't like to do it. Chronic's still looking for a base hit here.
Chronic perhaps trusting in his ability to track this low velo, does take strike number 2. So now a 2-strike situation. The pitch from Digby is a curveball that catches the outside corner. And hindsight's 2020, Ox, but I bet he wishes he had laid down the bunt.
That ball barely clipped the outer edge of the strike zone. What a pitch by Eduardo. But, it's something that a lot of people aren't comfortable doing. So, if you're not comfortable doing it, it's not an easy thing to pull off. And wow, just beats the double play ball there at first.
Yeah, just prolongs the inning long enough to give Evelyn Wiggs a chance with a runner on third. Well, runners at the corners.
You hate to see them not go for the bunt and then hit into the double play after, but Chronic beats the call at first by just a step and then gets a clutch 2-out knock to make it a 4-0 ball game.
Yeah, the game of inches swinging in favor of Chronic Lies. Also, the 2 batted balls that were plays that were not made by the infielders. Willard Wiggins dives in the hole to make that stop. Runners kept going. Here comes Chronic to the plate. He's safe. What a dash home. Fifth run of the game scores because Chronic Lies just catches the Sterling's defense sleeping. Now trying to go to the right side. This time Cook does stop it, and he ends the inning. But 5-0 is the score in favor of the Femme Fatales.
That's huge. Weaves to cash in and get 5-0 lead here halfway through this ball game. Now, he really has to just cruise on the mound as you see the starting pitcher locked in.
Flipped off to the right side from the bat of Lloyd Cook. Trying to go up the middle. Williamson, she's got it. Lloyd Cook has good speed. He's safe. Leadoff single for Eduardo.
Yeah, it looks like Lloyd Cook going to be locked in despite not making that catch in the field. Didn't affect his mojo.
Swinging on that pitch, Torrens has a play at 2 and gets it. Williamson fires to first. A double play. The leadoff hitter is erased.
Damian Rush batting a $111 on the season. It's going to go down from there as Eduardo started it off, with a threat, but goes 1-2-3.
Still a 5-0 ball game. Chronic Lies cruising along. Weak contact after weak contact being administered.
No weak
Hammered by Gina Torrens. No, absolutely. Slugged to right center field. It's off the base of the wall. Torrens, she can run a little bit. Damian Rush took a while to get there. It's a leadoff triple.
Yeah, Damian Rush, he's been dogging it this season. He's only batting 111, and, he's still pissed off about that pop-up. He just didn't really give it his best to get the ball in there.
Digby trying to do his best in relief of the injured Manny Benuelos. This is the 6th run of the game for the Femme Fatales. Fighting it off as Chronic Lies.
Yeah, Chronic looking really good at the dish here. He's got to be feeling good. Another ball smoked up the middle.
Yeah, things looking ugly right now for the Sirloins. Exactly. There is a big flamethrower in this pen. Digby, he's being called upon. Ride this out, at least for now. Here's Ruby Green, another Beewolf.
I think if I don't want to speak for other people here, but I think the whole lure of that's going to be a double play ball. The lure of low velo pitching is throw someone off that's used to the timing of high velo, right? Because people get to a certain point where they're comfortable with high velo. You try to mix their timing up. Chronic, these guys are AAA call-ups. 90 velo at 90 ego is not a comfortable, thing to go up against. But for Chronic to go up against less than 35 velo right here is almost like cutting them a huge break. So, gaining some real momentum offensively here tonight.
Pitcher was just walked on 4 pitches. Digby in trouble. Williamson, the slugger at the plate. Looks like she's getting put aboard for free. But Ox, what this does, this sets up a huge moment in the game. The potential 10th run of the game is at the plate. I know it's a long shot there, but
Well, I didn't mind the walk there with the, now he's got the handedness matchup or whatever. But now's when you go to Shady or somebody better in the bullpen that you can actually locate with and has some oomph on their fastball. Wow, she smacks another one off the pitcher's face. And yeah, we're getting
my
close to mercy here.
goodness, this is getting ugly. That's the second sirloin tonight that has been scolded by a comebacker. Benuelos and now Digby. And does he come out? Benuelos
These
did not.
steaks are cooked, man. Take them off the grill. We got to get some new meat out there.
It's going to be Miguel Duke, very similarly statted pitcher.
Where is Shady?
Warming up in the pen, but not being called upon. The screwball does fool Chronic. Maybe that was the pitch Eduardo wanted to call upon when he made the call to the bullpen, but 2 more runs come across. 7-0 Femme Fatales. Willard Wiggins, first pitch swinging, popped up to Holland. No problem for her. Tish Ballin now.
Well, Tish Ballin not having as good of a season as she did last season in AAA, obviously. But yeah, Eddie's got to get something going here.
Forkball not chased by Eduardo, offered a check swing. Changeup waved on. 2 quick outs here. Cruising right along is Chronic Lies. 7-run cushion, locked in pitching for Salas. Shallow left field. Sliding attempt from Wiggs. Unsuccessful. Eduardo takes second base as the throw goes all the way to first, but someone's hurt.
It's Miguel Duke.
The pitcher?
Oh, he left him in to hit.
Oh, my
bloops a single.
goodness.
Chronic tried to throw it to first, and Miguel Duke wisely takes second, but gets injured in the process.
That is the
can't script
third
this.
injured pitcher of the game for the Sirloins. 2 on comebackers. This one pure bad luck. My goodness. How long does he stay? The other pitchers were not allowed to face another batter. Let's see how bad it is, I guess. It's not good. It's not good.
Oh, but he's gonna stay in there. I didn't actually see the little reason that popped up of what he did.
I didn't either.
Can't be any worse luck than Chris Sale today, taking a line drive off the pinky. Man, that
Ooh,
sucks for
yeah.
that guy.
Yeah, I saw that. Dribbler over to first. This will be the first out of the inning. So after the whatever the injury was at second base, Miguel Duke, he gets the first out of the 6th.
Chris Sale wishes mojo and injuries reset each game.
He absolutely does. High fastball hacked on by Gina Torrens. Does good to foul it off. That one in there for a strike.
Miguel Duke is injured, but his mojo's through the roof.
Tatum Holland hammers it to the hot corner. There's Boomer Carton. And a 1-2-3 inning. Good recovery for Miguel Duke after being the 3rd injured pitcher of the game. That's just wild. I don't know if I've seen 2 on a match of the week. Definitely not 3.
Forget match of the week, man. I've never seen that in any game. All my SMB hours, so
I think you're right. I've never seen 3.
maybe 3 injured players,
Right.
like both teams combined, but not 3 pitchers on one guy's team. That's just wild.
First out was hit hard by Eduardo, but caught on the line out by Williamson. Here's Adonimus. 1-1 count. Pitch count, very low for Chronic Lies. Just 51 pitches. Beautiful forkball placement here, but an even better piece of hitting by Eduardo. Splits the gap, gets it past the right fielder, and goes for extra bases. This will be a 1-out double for Eduardo. Here's Lloyd
that
Cook.
was a nice forkball, but
Yeah. Impressive piece of hitting there from Eduardo in a game where he has not hit much. Falling behind is Chronic.
Lloyd Cook locked in here, looking to put a barrel on something.
Ooh, just missed that front door cutter. Fastball, swing and a miss. So the count runs full. Low and away. Got him looking. Checked his swing. It was a borderline pitch, but he got him.
Yeah, really nice pitch right on the low and away corner.
Doinks that one off the foul wall over there. 2 quick strikes on Carton. High fork ball. Gets him swinging. Fooled him just enough. And we are through 6. Top of the 7th here at the Bingata Bowl. 7-0 Femme Fatales. Here's Bertha Banks, 3 for 3.
Yeah, 7, 8, 9 here for Chronic Lies. Bertha Banks 3 for 3 locked in. And I would bet, Weaves, that we see Chronic Lies leave the starting pitcher in to hit later in this inning as, like you mentioned, the pitch count extremely low.
Swing and a miss late on 86 miles an hour. And I think you're right, Ox. Not a whole lot of incentive to pull the pitcher. In fact, I'd say no incentive. 2 strikeouts for Miguel.
Caitlin Catania or whatever her name is, but she's having a good night.
She is indeed. She sits on deck, hoping to have a runner aboard in the form of Ruby Green. But it's going to be popped up into right field on the turf. Longbalo makes the catch. Here she is, Maltine Salas.
And Maltine, she's got a really good ERA for a team that's 5-15. Chronic Lies, for her ERA to be under 4 the way it is. Oh, she's going to get a base hit here.
Over the head of the diving Lloyd Cook. She does earn herself a hit.
I wonder
Flips
how
the
many
lineup
of those victories that Salas is responsible for of the 5 victories. Excuse me.
That'd be a good research question for Chronic Lies. Williamson hammers it into the glove of Stanza, who was guarding the line. Probably had a play on it either way, but that ends the top of the 7th. Stretch time here at the Bowl. 7-0 is the score still. Damien Rush, first pitch swinging. Ruby Green has to run in, but she makes the play. Strike 1 to Willard Wiggins. He's hitting just under the Mendoza line. 1 RBI on the season. Going with the gas. Got him. 99 miles per hour. Up and away. Smoked him for the strikeout. Here's Tish Ballin with 2 down.
Why is it called the Mendoza line, Weaves? That's one thing I never actually never knew the answer to.
I couldn't tell you perfectly, but there was a player, as the inning ends here, there's a player back in the old days with that last name who was
The olden days.
he only could hit 200 or so, but he was a great defender, so that became the arbitrary line that people look to.
I know it's not the Jessica Mendoza line because she was like a 400 career hitter.
I believe you're right. 3-0 now to Evelyn Wiggs. Two quick strikes, though. Hammered. Trying to go up the middle, but Willard Wiggins had it played right. Gets him at first.
You know, clearly Eduardo should have gone with Miguel Duke here instead of Linus Digby after the facial that Manny Manuelos received early on in the game.
Yeah, potentially just enough to fool Chronic Lies with the combination of only the 2 pitches, the 4-seam and the screwball. That's a repertoire. I can't remember the last time I saw a repertoire that looked like that.
I have never, ever seen a 4-seam screwball only combo. Maybe from a closer or something, you know, but...
Hammered, right field, down on the hop to Longbalo. Stops it from getting any further. 2 on, 1 out.
Can be effective if you hit your spots, but, you know, look at the accuracy stats on it. Yeah, he's finally got to be, like, fed up with trying to hit a spot with those stats. He is going out of his way to not let Shady pitch in this ballgame. You see Franzilla with the infinity ERA on the season.
Dribble to the right side. Cook gets the out at second. Wiggins has to fire. Yet again, another fielder's choice goes in favor of Chronic Lies, extends the inning. Here's Tatum Holland.
Now we see it go to 81. I was going to say, how are we this late in the season and the guy's still at infinity ERA?
Yeah, 81. hammered into right field. Long ballo back, won't make the play. 2 are going to score. It's going to be a 9-run ball game in favor of Chronic Lies. And if he wants a short game here, runner at second is the one he'd need to get in right here.
Yeah, shout out to Wishbone with some baseball trivia in the chat. That's going to be the go-ahead mercy run, but Chronic Lies not done. He's the visiting team in this ball game, so he can 2-out rally as long as he wants.
Yeah, we'll have to put away Eduardo without allowing a run in the bottom of the 8th, assuming it's still 10-0. But good work here with the bat. This has got to be the best we've seen from Chronic Lies at the plate all season.
Yeah, getting into a groove here in this ball game, heading into game 2 as well. You see Maltine Salas is on fire. And this is an absolute must sweep for Chronic Lies, but if he does get the sweep, he's going to be at 7 wins right there in the mix for that last playoff spot. Wishbone's got to be feeling the heat.
2 strikes on Salas. The pitcher, she's on fire, but going to fly out here, assuming Eduardo gets to the spot. He does with Damian Rush. That ends the 8th. 3 outs for Chronic Lies. He can have himself a shortened victory. Madoka Hayata.
As an umpire, you get paid for the game. So to get a shortened ball game, umpires love those.
Absolutely. Gina
You don't get
Torrens.
paid for extra innings, that's for sure.
Yeah, free baseball, and I guess that's literal.
That's absolutely literal.
As far as paying the participants, including the umpires. Here's Hammerlong Bala with 1 down. To the right side, backhanded by Anger, takes it herself. Long Bala was rounding the bag.
Yeah, get out of her way when she's got the ball. It's running through somebody.
Change up outside, not chased by Stanza. She's hitting 240 on the season. Swing and a miss. 1 strike to go for Chronic Lies. Gonna go with that change up once again. Swing and a miss, and that ends the game. An 8-inning mercy in favor of Chronic Lies, an offensive explosion. 21 hits for the rookie.
Yeah, like you said, that's got to be the best ball game from the Fatales all season. We have seen them pull off a number of, impressive wins this season, but perhaps none more a boost to the momentum than this one as we see what we have in store for game 2.
And game number 2 will be hosted by Chronic Lies, who's looking for a huge sweep. That was his 6th win, getting to 7 tonight against Eduardo. Could go a long way as the season begins to wrap up. Only a couple more weeks remaining, a couple weeks worth of games. And Chronic Lies currently on the outside looking in, but looking to change that here tonight. We'll take a quick break and come right back with game 2 of this 2-game set. Sakura Hills, beautiful ballpark in Japan. This will be the site of game number 2, home of the Femme Fatales. Has been, I believe, for all of their XBL participation.
Best ballpark in Super Mega Baseball Weaves, hands down.
Aesthetically?
Yeah.
I think you're onto something. I can't say I like the all dirt infield too much, but everything else, I completely agree. background
I
is
tell you what,
perfect.
batting practice-wise, all dirt infield, it actually makes it a lot easier to pick up the baseball. I was actually going to pick Sakura this season because it's such a beautiful park, but I didn't like how easy it was for, the hitter's eye.
Yeah, big.
Maybe it's different for everybody. Maybe you don't like it, but there's just nothing to hide the white baseball in that all dirt backdrop. You know what I mean?
Right, right. Well, through it all, Eduardo getting the leadoff double with Hammerlong Balo, and now an RBI opportunity already for Costanza. Swing and a miss. Kiwi Tanner is the starter in game 2 here for the Femme Fatales. She's got her first strikeout. Wild with the screwball. Could have gone anywhere. Went right down the middle, and Eduardo could not pull the trigger. So 2 quick strikes. The 2-strike fastball. 2 quick outs.
Yeah, we did see Eduardo get a leadoff double, so a great chance to open up the ballgame with an early lead. But despite a couple of poorly located screwballs, Chronic gets back-to-back Ks. Oh, that one's kind of a ghost pitch.
Yeah, lagging a little bit there on that pitch, but did not matter. It still ended up being a decent pitch. That changeup tailing away, alone outside, gets the weak contact ground ball, gives way to Kyla Williamson.
Yeah, if you're going to get ghosted on a pitch, you always want it to go down and away out of the zone like that. That
Yeah.
was nice.
Wiggins, he has a cannon and he needs all of it to get Williamson. What a play up the middle. 1 down. Looks like Bugsy Snuggs is the game 2 starter. Right-handed attributes basically the same as Benuelos in game 1. Does have the 5-pitch mix though.
Yeah, it looks to me stat-wise to be the best pitcher of this Sirloin's rotation, but we'll see what kind of stuff he has here tonight.
Hammered on the full count pitch by Wiggs, but over to Cook. So 2 down. Good at bat there from Chronic Lies. Zoe Toblum hitting .321. Much like Bingata in game number 1, Sakura Hills is fully symmetrical as far as the outfield wall goes. Hammered by Toblum. Deep left field towards the wall. Diving attempt in left field by Tish Ballin is unsuccessful. Not sure if that hit off the wall or off her glove, but it's a 2-out
It was
double.
off the glove. That was actually incredibly unlucky for Eduardo. Such a good play and such a good, after such a good hit, I thought it was surely going to be off the wall there, Weaver. But Tish Ballin actually could have made that play, but it's going to be moot here as Eduardo does get the 3rd out.
Yeah, Willard Wiggins holding on Toblum after the doubles, so he was in perfect position to field that screamer up the middle. Makes that play, as does Torrens here in the beginning of the top of the 2nd. 1 down for Damian Rush.
That would have absolutely been a highlight reel play if Tish could have held on to that one. She didn't squeeze it in the pocket at the last second. Oh, Gina Torrens, I thought was going to try to go for the behind the back catch there.
Yeah, a little bit of flash wouldn't have hurt, but does not go for it. She might have a chance for all 3 outs. Makes the diving stop. And it's the inning of Gina. And look who's coming up.
Yeah, that's what we call a hat trick, folks. And again, just like the last ball game, I think the key's going to be who scores first, who strikes first, and then from there, both guys are pretty skilled starting pitchers to be able to hold down the lead, but there's a lot more pressure when you got 0 on the scoreboard.
Gina Torrens chases that fastball up and in for the swinging strikeout. Good pitch from Eduardo. Leveraging that velocity that he only had for a couple of innings in game number 1 before the injury to Benuelos.
Yeah, I think that played a huge part in Chronicles having a season high 21 hits. Yeah. Was all the low velo he faced.
Speaking of high velo, that last hit was rocked up the middle, but a diving stop by Willard Wiggins. Popped up, shallow center, coming in as Damian Rush should get to it, and he does. So a quick 1-2-3 inning for Bugsy Snuggs. Kiwi Tanner back to the bump.
Wiggins booted a couple balls in game 1, but he definitely flashing some leather here in game 2. Kiwi Tanner's got to be careful with that screwball placement.
Eduardo, he's bidding for his second leadoff extra base hit of the game. Throwing to second is just not in time. He's got it. Aggressive.
What a play of inches that was. It was a great dive by the center fielder, and then a great throw and scoop tag, just barely missed on both.
Eduardo showing bunt with Bugsy Snugs. Goes foul. So now with 2 strikes, does he stick with it? Runners going to third. Strikeout there, but a good jump. She'll end up at third anyways.
Yeah, phenomenal jump. Didn't need to bunt or swing there. Actually stole third clean. But, wow, there's the screwball. You always want to miss outside and not down the middle when it's that big of a circle.
The best chance of the night so far for Eduardo. Has a runner at third. Over to Banks. Throw comes home. He's caught up. Chronic doesn't bite, and he gets him in the rundown.
Eduardo trying to be tricky there. Uh-oh, there's a steal.
Long ballo gunned down at second by the pitcher. Held the ball just long enough. And another leadoff double for the Sirloins does not come to pass.
Yeah, Costanza was left in the box after that third out was made and just looking at her teammates like, dude, come on.
So we're in the bottom of the third. Ruby Green takes that 0-2 pitch, tries to put it in the gap. Nice stop by Damian Rush. Will hold Green to a single. So good value in center field from Eduardo. Thought maybe this would be another bunt attempt, but he says no. Flips it through the right side. Unable to make the play is anybody. And 2 are on for Kyla Williamson.
Chronicles went to the Dinger Academy. They don't teach bunts there. And going to be another base hit here. Loaded the bases with nobody out.
Huge moment in this ball game. This is Eduardo looking probably for a strikeout or a ground ball at the worst. But there's nowhere to put Avalon Wiggs. Goes back to the pitcher. He can come home. He does. Adonimus completes the double play.
The old 1-2-3, 2-for-1 special.
So now Toblum must deliver to avoid squandering the inning. It won't happen. He wiggles out of bases loaded. Nobody out.
Wow, I don't believe, both guys with such great chances to get on the board first in this ball game, and both of them, kind of hit themselves out of their own rally.
First pitch ripped by Costanza to center field for the out. Strike 1 on Adonimus.
Mathematically, it's very, very unlikely to get out of bases loaded, no outs, and not give up a run. I think most guys will be happy with just giving up 1 run in that situation.
Right. Instead, it's 0, and it's still a scoreless game as Lloyd Cook swings on the screwball.
It's interesting. Kiwi Tanner doesn't have a breaking ball in the arsenal, but all that movement side to side is really getting Eduardo mixed up here as you see the strikeout for the third out.
Quick inning for Kiwi Tanner brings Snugs back out. He's back to neutral mojo. Swing and a fly out to shallow right towards the line, but long ballo's there. Here's Torrens.
Which guy is going to get on the board first? We've seen lots of good plays, though, and another one there by Wiggins. He really brought his glove here for game 2.
Yeah, he had that one exclamation point mistake on the dive in game 1, but other than that, he's been money out there. Showing it off right there. Goes after the curveball, high and away, flips it to right. 1-2-3, go the Fatales. Still a 0-0 ball game. Much improved early outcome here for Eduardo compared to game 1.
Yeah, a lot of guys will tell you if your pitcher doesn't get hit in the face in the first 3 innings, you got a lot better chance to win the game.
Big if true as Torrens throws out Carton. Top of the 5th, Damian Rush hitting 106, but had a huge play in center field to cut off a potential double.
Yeah, he's finally shown some effort out there after that lackadaisical error in game 1.
2 quick outs, though. Here's Willard Wiggins. Trying to bloop it into right center towards the gap. Early dive attempt comes out from the right fielder. She can't make the play. Wiggins into second. Runner in scoring position.
Willard Wiggins is throwing the team on his back tonight. He really wants this game 2 victory.
Just finding grass there was Wiggins. But Tish Ballin, who is hitting 105, she's the one who's got to do it. Screwball off the plate. He bites, but fouls it off.
Yeah, a couple of really nice located pitches, and another one there at 100 miles an hour. Really nice located pitch there, but from Chronic Lives to get out of the jam.
So here's Bertha Banks. Locked in is Bugsy Snuggs, but Bertha Banks deflected off the glove of Carton. But honestly, Ox, I think he saves a double.
Yeah, it does knock one down, keeps it in the dirt there. Good job of getting dirty there from Cartone. Oh, Mojo down on the pickoff attempt from Bugsy. Loses the locked-in Mojo after the back-to-back hit and unsuccessful pickoff attempt. Oh, and another
Ruby
base
Green.
hit.
Oh, beautiful piece of hitting into the gap. Stopped by Rush, but he has to leave his feet. So there's plenty of time to get to third for Bertha Banks. And now what do you do with the pitcher? I don't know why I ask. He hasn't shown bunt once tonight with his pitcher.
And with the locked-in Mojo and low pitch count, we know we're not going to see a pinch hitter either, even with the the monster situation we're in here.
So they're at the corners, but there's 2 strikes on Kiwi Tanner. It's a tailing fastball. She's going to flip it into left field for an RBI. The Fatales strike first.
And see, to each their own. That's when, bunting not bunting pays off, as Kiwi helps herself. She said, you know what? If my teammates aren't going to score any runs, I'll do it myself.
First pitch was a curveball to Williamson. Then he chases out of the zone and gives Eduardo the fly out here. So 1 down, still 2 runners on. Fatales have struck first in this inning. Oh, beautiful swing on a fastball. Goes up the middle with it. Everyone's going to move up. No runs scores, but they're loaded with 1 down for Toblum, who has a double in this game.
Zoe, she doesn't run well, but she's got a big stick, and let's see if she can add to this total here.
Going up the middle and through past the diving glove of Lloyd Cook. 2 are going to come around to score. Throw goes into third. She's safe there. 3-0 Femme Fatales.
Wow, just past the outstretched glove of Lloyd Cook there, too. I think it would have been a double play had Lloyd come up with that ball, but instead it leads to 2 more runs for the Fatales here. That's big.
Tense is Bugsy Snuggs in a 1-1 count. Now 1-2 as she fouls it off, does Carmel Anger. Great take on a fastball low. Hits that
we've
hard.
been seeing Chronic bite on that fastball low like that. That was a good take. Oh, and that was the one he wanted.
Yeah. We'll see what he gets in this battle. Count runs fulls has been a wonderful at bat for Chronic Lies. That one in the zone just spoils it.
Anger, you see probably the highest average on the team. She gets into this one.
Deep right field. Caught by Longballo. An amazing play by Eduardo. Chronic prudently had the runner ready to go. So he scores the 4th run. But what a battle that ends in a beautiful catch.
Wow, just a battle all around. The entire play was a battle. The at-bat was such a battle as Gina gets a nice 2-out knock up the middle. But, the at-bat was a battle, and then put a sting into the ball, and Hammer Longballo says, no, you're not getting extra bases on me.
Tatum Holland swings through the curveball. 4-0. All 4 scoring here in the 5th. Trying to go to the left side. Did hit it hard, but Wiggins, he's a vacuum out there. Makes the play. That ends the frame. 4-0 Femme Fatales.
Massive inning there for Chronic Lies in this sweep attempt.
Goes after that cutter. Gets it foul. Now trying to bloop into shallow left. He's going to get it as Wiggs Dives. Oh, I spoke too soon, but he does get it off her glove for a leadoff single. Good effort there.
Yeah, Chronic actually timed that dive perfectly. It would have been a catch had she held on to it.
Long ball out to the left side. Gloved by Williamson. Out at second. Torrens onto first. Fielder's choice. Weak pop-up. Longbalo has to go back. Williamson makes the play. Here's Adonimus. High fastball swing and a miss. Gets it over the head of Williamson. Fights it off. Now going first to third as the ball goes under the glove of the left fielder. And Eduardo will get on the board. A huge run with 2 outs.
Yeah, that's big, Weaves. It would have been first and second, 2 outs, but instead a run's going to score and the batter runner gets into scoring position.
So a misplay by the left fielder helps out Eduardo. He's trying to get this to fall off the glove of Torrens, and the lead's been cut in half. Runner caught up. He'll get back to first. It's 2-4. 4-2, rather.
Goodness, 2. That's another one where it's just a game of inches. That's 2 balls this inning that Chronic has timed perfectly on the dive, and RNG said no. And instead, Eduardo has cut this deficit in half, like you said.
So it's a 4-2 ball game. Bugsy Snuggs still in there. He's going to get the first out here as Bertha Banks is retired on the sharp ground out. Here's Ruby Green, who's been perfect tonight, having a great season. Three quick balls out of the zone from Snuggs. Green light. Chronic had the green light. Gets a better pitch to swing at, though, on 3-1. Puts it up the middle. Brings up Salas. And now that she's given up a couple runs and not locked in anymore, I guess this is where the decision really comes into play.
Yeah, but her pitch count's still pretty favorable, and she's 2 for 2 on the night. So swinging a hot bat. But, none of those things really matter.
Gonna go with Collins Kane. 2 quick strikes, though.
She was going to be, her velo was going to be dipping here soon. And, 95 power on the swing, but just gets under it.
Yeah, that's one he's going to want back. A hittable fastball there, but he pops it up. So 2 outs, but the ever-dangerous Williamson at the plate.
Yeah, here comes Kyla. She's got 5 dingers on the season.
Finds herself in a hitter's count. Does she get one to hit? Looked like it was outside once again.
Oh, that was the one. Bugsy's velo's dipping. He's tense, and his pitch count's getting up there. And oh my goodness,
Off the noggin, it looked like, of Costanza. Throw goes all the way to third, first to third. Alert base running there from Ruby Green. A rip from Williamson. Well placed, I guess. And they're on the corners.
Costanza didn't actually have to dive for that ball. It was right to her. She was diving out of the way of that. It was hit so hard. She was trying to save her own life.
Snuggs still in the game. A gamble here from Eduardo. The velocity just not there, but he's got 2 quick strikes. Looking to get out of it. Ball 2.
Now's when you sub in the K-Man Weaves.
the absolute cheese ox. And he's going to earn himself a walk, though. Just losing him was Bugsy Snuggs. So another bases loaded situation. He's staying in the game. I just can't believe we're not seeing someone like Shay D. He's going to live to talk about it as Longbalo collects the line out. Wow.
Sus tactics, Weaves, sus. But, some guys like Risenfall, they refuse to go that bullpen. Had to get one in on my buddy there. But, hey, it pays off. Eduardo doesn't give up any more runs. And surely Shay, does he have something against Shady? We surely should have seen her in one of these games by now.
Yeah, maybe some clubhouse drama behind the scenes. We'll never know, though. Here's Anger in foul territory. 2 quick outs.
Bit of a Lacey Blevins drama, perhaps, in the
Well, perhaps. A love triangle. You never know. Strike 1 on Tish Ballin. Trying to flip it over Williamson, but she is a star. She makes the play, and we're into the bottom of the 7th, stretch time. It's Sakura Hills, 4, 5, and 6 due up for the Fatales.
Bugsy staying out there.
Hammered left center field. It'll find the wall. A leadoff extra base hit for Chronic Lies. He's looking to add on. He doesn't like this 2-run lead.
Well, somebody like Eduardo can make 2 runs just evaporate in any half inning, so you definitely want some insurance here.
He's leaving Snugs in. Another gamble, I have to say. See how it goes for him. He's got a 2-2 count on Gina Torrens, who's having a rough season at the plate.
I mean, personally, I'd rather pitch with Snugs here than Miguel Duke, but he did so well with Miguel Duke last game.
That's a deep fly out from Torrens, but it's going to move the runner up to third. Good base running from Chronic Lies. So Tatum Holland just looking to put the ball in play. The infield does not come in.
Yeah, Eduardo conceding the run if it's put in play here.
It is put in play. It's sharp to Stanza. She comes home anyways. Safe at the plate. Almost. What a stop over there from Stanza. Hard hit ball. You know, I think because it was hit so hard, that's what gave him the idea to try it.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I like doing, the halfway infield alignment on plays like that, just in case you do get a hard hit one you got a chance to go for. But any other ball, basically, you have to go to first. You're not going to get that runner. Even with the infield in, it's a lot of times it has to be hit right to you. It was a heck of a grab by Costanza, but now, you know, Chronic Lies really capitalizing on the opportunity here.
Looks like Ruby Green is going to get walked, and you just have to wonder how much longer Snugs can go. 6-2 ball game now. Those 2 runs forfeited by the Fatales earlier have been earned back.
Snugs did complain that his arm was hurting, but Eduardo from the dugout looked back and said he didn't care.
Runners go, and a beauty of a bunt pushed on the third base line. Trampleson, she's the pitcher, so she can't beat it out, but that was beautiful.
With bunts like that, I wish, you know, Chronic's showing off the skills. That was as good of a bunt as you can put down. Anybody but a pitcher probably would have legged it out.
Williamson, her eyes got big on that hanging curve, but unable to do anything with it, so the inning will end. But 2 more come across for the Fatales. They lead 6-2. Maggie Trampleson, a healthy 24 strikeouts, but the ERA above 8 has not been the best season for her. The K-man, or K-woman, I guess, out of the pen. But she gets the first out of this inning against Long Bala. Or, I'm sorry, against the 9-hole Hayata. Here's
a little
Long
bit
Bala.
of foreshadowing there, Weaves.
To the left side, Williamson. Out at first, strong throw, gets him. 2 down in the 8th.
Yeah, Kylo Williamson's a stud. Maggie Trampleson, like you said, the nice strikeout numbers. Look at all that junk on the screwball. My gosh, it's like a freaking from backyard baseball.
Here's Costanza hammering a ball dead center off the top of the wall. She almost had her first dinger of the season, but it's a 2-out double. That could not have gone any further without it being a homer.
I guess it just wasn't meant to be for her. They just did not want to give Stanza the home run. Bent the padding out there on Sakura's outfield.
Yeah, they're going to need to get the grounds crew out there after the game. They do a wonderful job here, obviously.
Best grounds crew in the game.
2, 3, and 4 do up for the Fatales. Starting with Wiggs. Last chance to add on versus P. Sabrina. Is there a Shady in this pen, or has she been replaced?
This is Shady, I believe, but yeah.
Okay, so another edit from the standard sirloins.
Look at the ERA. I mean, she's got the K-man. She's she's got the nice pitching arsenal. I don't get it. She's a stud, and Eddie doesn't use her.
I'd be very curious to see the overall inning counts for all 8 pitchers on this Sirloins team here in season 13. Strike one to Carmel Anger. Hammers dead center, but right there is Damian Rush. So we go to the top of the ninth. Last chance, last call for the Kansas City Sirloins.
Yeah, can Eddie play spoiler here and sneak up and tie this ball game or more? Or is Chronic Lies going to get the much needed sweep that he needed coming into this ball game? This matchup, I should say.
Cutter looking to go front door, does so and jams him just enough. It's going to be popped up where Holland can make the play. So one down here in the ninth, locked in is Trampleson. She has been excellent. Here comes Wiggs trying to make the sliding grab. She does. 1 to go for the Fatales.
Nice play. Flashing some leather. I don't have time to pull up the spreadsheet to see who's played who, but I'm interested to see if Chronic Lies and Dark Raider have played yet, as well as Wishbone. Which of these guys on the outside looking to sneak up on those 11-12 spots? Who's played who? Wow, that's going to be a strikeout to end the game. The Femme Fatales get the sweep, Weaver.
A humongous sweep on match of the week. One they like you said pregame, they basically had to have this as much of a must-win match of the week situation as you can get, and he gets it done. He's now moves himself up to 7 wins with the tail end of the season looming. Not a lot of time left, not a lot of opponents left. Eduardo, just looking at the standings, there are no easy wins in the XBL, but this was the most likely set for him to get a sweep. He had to do it. He got it done. So congratulations to him. A lot of work for him left to do, but that's a big first step.
Yeah, absolutely. And like I said, I don't have it in front of me, but it'd be very, very curious to see who's got to play who down in that down there near the cutoff line of the playoffs as we get closer and closer to the end of the season here, Weaver. We've only got a couple of match of the weeks left.
Yeah, we certainly do. We will have a roundup for you guys here within the next couple days, presumably, to go over the week that has just passed here in the XBL weekly recap. And then, of course, we'll have more broadcasts for you next weekend as we schedule those. But tonight, we saw earlier Rise and Fall taking the sweep from Fireball Max. A good set there, an offensive explosion from Fireball Max. And here tonight, Chronic Lies, Mercy in game one, and then a closer victory in game two. But probably the most impressive we've seen from this rookie here up at 90 Ego. So big props to him. With that said, I've been Weaver for Prez, joined here in the booth by Oxbox. Thank you, my friend, for joining me here in the booth. I had a lot of fun. And thank you to Dwayne, of course, who is behind the scenes with us in silence producing tonight. Uh, thank you guys for all you do. And thank everyone for joining us. Ox, any parting words?
Yeah, thanks again to everybody supporting us, and thanks as always to Dwayne, Wishbone, and everybody. And look forward to seeing you guys here again soon.
Absolutely. Everyone have a great rest of your Sunday night and a good week ahead. We will see you soon on this channel. Everybody take it easy. Have a great night, and thank you.
Later, guys.